Hey everybody, it's Kara at Mom Life. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss me live streaming the independent birth of my fourth child, Molly Faye, in March. When I say live streaming, I mean live, not an edited video uploaded days later. Alright, so let's get into my 28-week update. This is my last day of being 28 weeks, and it's been a crazy week with Christmas and everything, so I'm doing this video late, but at least I'm doing it. So first I want to tell you about why I'm not using the term unassisted birth anymore. Earlier this week I googled unassisted birth for the first time, and I found some pretty crazy stuff. Instead of it just being like, oh, unassisted, you know, letting my body do what it's designed to do, and, you know, not at a hospital or a birth center, I found out that unassisted birth has to do with birth erotica and orgasmic births, and that is not what I'm about. So if you're thinking, oh, she's gonna do an unassisted birth, we're gonna watch her, you know, get off during labor. No, that is not what I'm about. I am about I believe that birth is not a medical event. Like I said, our bodies are designed to give birth. So, you know, I don't believe there's a flaw in the design. I just think there's a flaw in the way we think today. And then I believe that birth, there's a lot of fear pushed with birth, you know, and with the fear, then you depend on, you know, the hospital, the business, and you depend on somebody. You don't depend on your instincts, you depend on, you know, somebody else telling you what's right and wrong, and I don't think that's the way it should be. And then, you know, you go to a hospital and you get, oh, put on Pitocin, well, you know, you're not on our schedule, so let's cut you open. You know, they don't believe in skin to skin. They don't, they don't practice delayed cord cutting, and those are things that are proven benefits. You know, they don't push breastfeeding like they do, you know, formula, when they know it's not the best thing. It's not about what's right for the baby, what's the best thing for the mother and child. It is all about money, and that's exactly the experience I had with my first child, and I don't think anybody should give birth at a hospital. And I think that the fear, you know, they depend on the fear, so you depend on them. And then the fear brings on the pain. And I don't believe that birth has to be, you know, painful. I think that, you know, your birth can be pain-free, and I had a pain-free birth. And I know my next birth in March is going to be pain-free, and that's why I want to share it with everybody. And that's why I'm sharing it live, so you can witness it firsthand. Because with my last child, my third child, I watched so many births on YouTube, and it changed my perspective. I saw so many wonderful births and so many women that were just totally afraid. But me watching it so much, I mean, I got obsessed. Me watching it so much really seeped into my subconscious, and, you know, it kind of overrid the, you know, fear we're pushed in the movies, the horror stories people tell you. And, you know, I just let go of all fear, and I want to share that with everybody. And maybe I can change, you know, someone else's birth experience, and ultimately change some babies' lives for the better. Alright, so like I said, I'm 28 weeks. This is the last day of my 28 weeks. I'm officially in the third trimester, and I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see her. And I know my kids are excited. Me and my husband are excited. I really think that this birth is going to go pretty fast, because, you know, at the birth center, I'm sitting in the birthing pool, and it's just like, you kind of feel like a like an animal on exhibit, you know. But this time I'm going to be able to just really be myself and, you know, be in my own environment, and I think it's going to be wonderful. So I hope that you subscribe so you can watch me give birth to Molly Faye. So this week I'm still like hungrier than ever, and we changed our diet because my son has celiac and my daughter has a milk allergy, and my husband, we're not sure if he has celiac or if he's just gluten intolerant, but you know, basically our guts are messed up. Most people's are if you're on the standard American diet. So we are trying the GAPS just to heal our gut. So we've been eating a lot of, you know, meat and broth and vegetables, and that's really great because I'm getting a lot of the fat I need for Molly, you know, so hopefully she'll be chunky, and I feel like she is definitely heavier. Okay, I think, oh, another thing, I've been waking up in the night still to go pee all the time, but I'm having like some crazy dreams and just, you know, the pregnancy insomnia. It's not really insomnia. I just, you know, I wake up a lot. So that's what's going on now. And a lot of people say, oh, I feel so uncomfortable my third trimester. I just need it to be over. I got pillows everywhere and all that. But, you know, I'm not like that. I just sleep on my left side. Sometimes I have a pillow in between my legs. But, you know, I feel really comfortable. I feel really happy. I love being pregnant, so this probably won't be my last child. My husband likes to joke around that I'm addicted to being pregnant, but it's wonderful. It's a gift, and I feel like, you know, women don't get to experience how wonderful and amazing it is because, you know, we're pushed the, oh, be afraid, or oh, it's awful, you know, oh, you had to suffer through that for 9 months, and it's not like that. It's amazing. And then giving birth, when you give birth naturally, you know, you get the hormones, you know, the oxytocin, you know, you get the love hormones. So if you're not giving birth naturally, you know, I've heard it said in the documentary, The Business Being Born, it's a world being born without love. And I think that is so true. I think all mothers should want to have a natural birth and not, oh, well, I'm going to schedule my C-section, or oh, I can't wait to have an epidural, you know, and then, you know, their babies be drugged up. Their body doesn't get to do what it's supposed to do. It feels so wonderful to know that, you know, you just had your baby the way God intended, the way you were designed to, you know, with no medical interventions, you know, no risk, just knowing that you as a woman did, you know, your job, you gave birth, and you have your baby, and it's something that you and your baby have together, and you have it forever. Every time I look at my kids, I still get that rush like I had when I first had them. When I touch the top of their head, I still feel, it takes me back to that moment. And I think that it's something every woman should experience. So, if you know, you don't know what you're missing out on, but I'm going to show you. Alright, what else has been going on? So, like I said, we started the GAPS, and that's been kind of difficult, like getting the kids eating it. And then my daughter, she was sick Friday before Christmas. But then we gave her some colloidal silver and some activated charcoal and lots of kombucha, and she got better real quick. And then so that was crazy. And then just trying to go to the store at all just for groceries or anything was just insane. So we we just like went back home and took a rest, and then went back out, like it was like at 12:30 at night. So we could avoid people. Like I said before in my other videos, I'm not somebody that likes to leave the house at all, really, you know, except when I have to like get groceries. So, you know, about twice a month, you know, around Christmas it's been a little more frequent. But, you know, I just like to be home, be with my family, and that's all. Everything's been crazy because of Christmas. So hopefully things will be back to normal this week. and this coming up week, and I can really get into the groove. I like, you know, third trimester, it's time to clean, nest, and play with baby stuff, and I haven't got anything for this birth yet, and you know, I was just waiting until after Christmas. I'm going to start getting everything I need, a couple things. I was going to do a water birth, but I'm so worried about toxins in the water and killing the good bacteria that she needs, you know, to colonize her colon, which is another reason you need a vaginal birth. And birthing at a hospital, if you give birth at a hospital, you're definitely getting, your baby is getting harmful bacteria, you know, in their gut. And the gut is the brain of the body. It is so important. You know, all sickness, all diseases start in the gut. Everybody knows that now. So just giving, even if you have a completely natural birth at a hospital, you know, it's still not the best choice. So anyways, avoid hospital births at all costs, you know, unless it's like an emergency. But really, the chances of that are very slim, especially if you're educated. And I think all women, the first step, you know, even before you get pregnant, when you're just wanting to get pregnant, is to educate yourself. And then with that, you know, you start to lose the fear. But anyways, so yeah, this week I am going to really get into nesting, getting the stuff I need for the birth. Like, oh yeah, I was going to do a water birth, but now I'm not because of the toxins in the water. So now I'm just planning on just giving birth, you know, on my bed. So I need some new organic sheets so I can go ahead and use my old organic sheets. We need to get a digital baby scale and the little footprint thing. And we're going to have a, what is it, cord burning ceremony, because I strongly believe in delayed cord clamping, because, you know, if you cut the cord right away, it's like a large percent of their blood, you know, they don't get. So you know, it's just robbing them instantly. So we're gonna do and with my other kids, except my first, you know, my 2 birth center babies, we did delayed cord clamping. So this time I want to do things a little different and do the cord burning ceremony. I'm going to have my husband make a little box that I can keep forever, little wooden box to do it in, and so we can make that, maybe Dremel something cute on the side or something, so to have an awesome little keepsake. And then what else do I need? I'm thinking about getting like some organic, what are they called, like adult diapers this time, like made off Etsy or something. I just have a lot of stuff going on in my head about what I need and what I want. You know, I'm a natural mom. We do everything toxin free, you know, organic. So that's my goals with this home birth. And so yeah, gotta start getting what I need. Yeah, and then just enjoy the rest of my pregnancy. I can't believe it's almost over, you know. Every day, you know, she's so active and I feel, you know, so close to her, but I just can't wait to have her in my arms. And then after, you know, I have the baby, then it's like, oh, you know, my womb feels empty. So, but I'm going to try, I'm going to try to not have another one so close, you know. But we'll see how that goes, since I do love being pregnant. I just feel like they grow up so fast. Like my 1-year-old, he's just turned 14 months yesterday, or the day before Christmas. And I mean, he is just walking around talking, you know, saying, I want to read, getting into everything. And I mean, he says full sentences. He is just so smart. And it feels like just yesterday, you know, he was born October 24, 2017. It feels like just yesterday, you know, I just had him and he was in my arms. He doesn't want to breastfeed anymore. We did baby-led weaning, and he eats like a grown man. I can barely afford it. And he, you know, he's so big, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, oh, I wish I could just keep them, you know, little forever. And, you know, he says no to breastfeeding, and he just says so much. And so I just want to cherish every moment of being pregnant this last trimester, and then, you know, I can't wait to just lay in bed for days and hold Molly and nurse her, because, you know, those are the moments that you'll never get back. So, okay, time for a belly shot. I've rambled on long enough. So I'm going to give you a belly shot, and then I will see you guys later. Here she is. Molly Faye, 28 weeks. Boom, 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 boom. I'm getting big. My mother-in-law swears that I don't know my due date, or that I'm wrong on my due date because I'm so big. But I can't wait until she sees me when I'm actually, you know, due, because I get huge. All right, you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see me live streaming the birth in around March 14th. That's my estimated due date. All my other kids were born at 41 weeks, so maybe she will be, but this week her head is really, I can feel it down low. She's really engaged, so maybe she'll come sooner. I don't know. You'll just have to stick around and see. Thanks for watching. Bye.